Let's go ahead and rate the current state of Big 12 rivalries using this scale from on simmer to a fever pitch. We'll start with on simmer, which with Kansas and Oklahoma State, there's potential for a great rivalry there, but Kansas has only won 2 out of the last 20 years. It's just not enough for it to be competitive. And then Cincinnati, West Virginia. Geographically, it makes sense, it feels right, but there's just no rivalry juice or hatred there right now. Hopefully that'll develop. Needs a spark is the next tier, where I know Houston considers Baylor and Texas Tech to be rivals, but they just haven't played them frequently enough recently for that to truly reach a higher status. But as they continue to play each other in the Big 12, should get better. Colorado versus Utah has always just kind of felt like it's lacked the juice. In the Pac-12, didn't really feel like a rivalry at all with how dominant the Utes were, so it definitely needs something more. Kansas State, the intensity is there, the hate is there, but Kansas State's just been so dominant. And then Cincinnati versus UCF, another one that feels a little bit fabricated. It was kind of fun in the American, but it's one where it just isn't there yet. For the next tier, we have heated rivalries. This might be a hot take, but Colorado versus Kansas State played for the first time in a long time this last season, and it felt like there was some genuine rivalry juice. We had Avery Johnson hitting the Coach Prime dance in the end zone, and it was a great game. I really think that one has reached this tier after just one game resuming that rivalry. Texas Tech versus TCU is an awesome in-state battle in the state of Texas that I feel like always gives it a solid boost. And then Baylor Oklahoma State has had some fantastic recent matchups that I really feel like have heated up what's not a traditional rivalry. At a boiling point, we've got some of the most underrated rivalries in the sport. The butt matchup, which is not being played this year for some reason. That is a travesty to the sport. Baylor TCU, I think the most underrated rivalry in college football. There have been some classic, insane results recently. They recently renamed it the Blue Bonnet Battle, which I'm not sure how I feel about. And then there's Farmageddon, which I think is another one extremely underrated, extremely great. If you watched that battle in the snow a couple of years ago, that one was iconic. Finally, at the top tier, we have Fever Pitch, which ironically is 2 rivalries that were recently imported into this conference. And what I really think adds to the intensity level of these ones is just the lack of options of teams to hate. Between Arizona State and Arizona, there's only 2 FBS teams in the state of Arizona, so they don't really have a choice here. They hate each other. They look forward to it every year. It will make or break your season if you win or lose this one. And then with the Holy War, another one, it's extremely intense. It goes back and forth. Each of these programs are in very similar tiers and levels, and it just makes it a very unpredictable, fun, high-stakes rivalry game every single season.